Let's go. Let's go. He's back. Today, we are reacting to episode 11 and 12 of Gurren Lagann, where we last left off. I got to do the recap like they do the recap in the episode.
Oh, yeah. This is a story about a man who's like changing destiny.
A story of two reactors reacting to destiny.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Where we last left off, we got the introduction of Nia.
We love Nia. We love Nia.
We learned more and got to see the Spiral King in action. And
Full
Simone,
frontal.
full frontal. I mean, he is kind of like sexual. The man is sexual.
He exudes
He seems
it.
horny.
I think it's just because the ant women. I mean, he's got like 6 or 7 up there on his throne at all times.
It's power. He's power hungry.
Yeah.
And I think the power's turning him on.
Yeah.
And Simone is dealing still with the loss of Kamina, which we're all still dealing with, and we completely understand.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how he and things in general move forward in these 2 episodes.
Because it's moving.
It's moving now.
It's moving. I think that like in the next 2 episodes, we'll definitely see a change in him.
I agree. So without further ado, let's just jump into episode 11, Hands Off.
Simon, hands off.
Or Spiral King, hands off. Keep your hands where I can see them, dude. You know?
But the title, it's Simon, hands off.
Oh, it does say Simon, hands off.
Yeah.
You're right. That's
That's why I was saying that you thought it was a joke.
I did think it was a joke.
No,
but I'm also
the title.
But that's also a message to the Spiral King. We're leaving it in.
Oh.
Man, he is still.
Wow, he drilled himself.
我々を差し置き、螺旋王の前で大見栄を切ったのだ。人間どもが余計なものを掘り出した。
それだけと言い切るには厄介な代物。
グアム、わしに指図する。
Oh,
Yeah, he does not mess
shit.
around.
No.
Let him go. I want to see him in
雲
action.
が冷えたぞ。この世で螺旋王を動かせるものなど、そううるまいな。その点だけはお前に一目置こう。
あの小型顔面はとんだ掘り出し物かもしれんからの。
This man is Yoda.
For real. He's like an armadillo Yoda.
Yeah. He also looks turtle-ish.
Yeah. Maybe he is. Yeah.
もちろん策はある。
Spiral King, hands off.
I wonder who's gonna say Simon, hands off.
Right.
You know? Because there's always a quote from the episode, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's been a long time.
Bro, he is a kid. Get off his back. He's making Kamina statues?
My God. I take it back. I don't know if he can be brought back. He regressed even further, I think.
He regressed.
Yeah.
この人が兄貴なんですね。
変だろ、俺。
形にすれば私にもわかる。シモンがこの人のこと大好きだってこと。
俺、穴掘り以外に取り柄がなくて。
Bro,
村じゃ
please.
気持ち悪いとか臭いとか言われて、兄貴だけだったんだ。俺のことバカにしないで付き合ってくれたの。強くて、優しくて、でっかくて、俺も兄貴みたいな男になりたかった。なろうとしたけど、やっぱり無理だった。俺は兄貴みたいになれない。
すごく上手。もう少しここで見ていてもいい？
It's a trap.
Trap.
It's a trap. Bro, that looks so rehearsed.
Yep.
そもそもこんな通信敵にも聞かれてるだろうし。
地下の人間があんな装備持ってるでしょうか。
That's a great point.
I'm not thinking with your head, bro.
Bro, everybody
You're thinking with your other head, you know?
Everybody is trying to be Kamina.
そうね。ためらわないことは確かね。
そういうことだ。
See?
よし、大グラン出発だ。
Ay.
あれが村の入り口か。
guy's too
Oh,
much.
shit.
若い女ばっかじゃねえか。
Young Hot Babes, and the episode is titled Hands Off. Simon Hands Off.
He said, "What a dreadful village."
おかげで村は守られました。
しかし見たところ男が一人もいないようだが、一体どういうことなんだ。
いえ、それはその。
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, anteaters.
この野郎。
Got him.
何やってんのバカ。
It was that simple.
結果
He's like, I got him. I mean, it really only was him, though. Everyone else was like, yeah, let's not do this.
手前どもの一番の敵が誰かも分かっておらんとみ。
They really love guns.
They're gun. They ride gunmen. They pilot gunmen.
会いましょう。心配しないで。
Bro.
私は大丈夫。
You know what's kind of crazy?
シモンは兄貴じゃない。シモンはシモンでいいと思
Is
う。
that fool has Yoda energy, and these fools have Wookiee energy.
Ooh, really?
They really do. They even have like, look at.
Oh,
He
yeah.
even has a thing across his chest.
Yeah.
人間だけあって口が悪い。せめてけだもの様とは言えんのか。大岩山は返してもらうぞ。お前たちは見せしめのため公開処刑にしてやるから。それまでここで待っておれ。お前には螺旋王より抹殺指令が出ておる。素直に谷で眠りながら死んどれば苦しまずに済んだもの。王は永遠の命を宿している。もうかれこれ1000年は生きている。
Whoa, okay.
子供を作り育てるのもまた余興。
Lore.
飽きたら捨てる。人形のようにな。
So he'll never need a successor.
Mm-mm.
人形。
お前、王になぜ私は生まれてきたのかと聞いたそうだな。それがまずかったな。王は人の
Yeah,
自我を
self-awareness.
嫌う。
私もあの人形と同じ。
じゃが正直、お前は殺してしまうにはあまりにも美し
He's a
い。
pervert.
なんとか生かしておく方法はないものかとわしは考えた。お前、この村の長にならんか。さよう。なに、村人は方々の村から集めた娘ばかりでな。
This is his harem village.
Yeah, I guess so.
それなりの礼儀
Oh, sent off to the king.
が必要なのだ。螺旋王からご寵愛を賜るのさ。良いではないか。地下暮らしでは一生味わうことのできない贅沢をして過ごせるのだぞ。飽きたら捨てるんだよ。お前のようにな。
Oh,
Good.
Damn.
Good.
Sent his ass flying.
Again, though, he's into it.
Oh my god. He's got it.
ダメだ。こっちの身が持たねえよ。
こんだけやって傷一つつけらんねんなんて。
さすがに絶望ね。
一巻の終わりか。こんな時、神田がいりゃな。
He's like, I was made for this situation.
Finally. Oh, you want to dig out of somewhere?
I got you.
I am a master with the drill. Okay?
そういうことか。前に神名が言ってた。いつも俺を救ってくれたのはあいつだ。最後まで諦めないのはあいつなんだって。
自信はなかった
Hmm.
間違った方向に来てると思った。正直強がりだった。みんな弱音を吐いて穴を掘るのをやめた。俺にはそれ以上どうすることもできなかった。でもシモンは黙々と掘り続けた。
See how they have two different stories?
Yeah, that's a great point.
最後のお岩を砕いたのはたまたまだ。運が良かったんだ。でも俺はその運とそれを導き出してくれたシモンを信じる。夜明けになりそうになった時、自信がなくなりそうになった時、あの日コツコツと掘っていたシモンの背中を思い出す。あの背中に笑われねえ男になる。そう思ってる。いいかシモン、 忘れんな。お前を信じろ。俺が信じるお前でもない。お前が信じる俺でもない。お前が信じる。
お前を信じろ。
He's back.
He's back.
Oh, hell yeah. Lagan's like,
All right,
you figured it out? Did you figure it out?
You got it.
こんなところに穴なんてあったっけ。
装甲板をひっぺがしてでも探せ。
何を焦っているのですか、ワーム。
何？
恐れているのですね、シモンのことを。
誰だそいつは。
あなたなんかには絶対負けません。
そうか、そいつがあれの操縦者か。おい、捕虜の中からシモンというのを探して連れてこい。
はっ、
公開処刑の準備は
すでにできております。
それを決めるのはわしなんだよ。
Oh, you can hear him like slosh around.
言う通り働くといい。
言いません。
そうか。だったらお前も死ぬしかないの。
死にません。
うん？
私もいらない人形かもしれないけど、地上に来て教えられました。
何事？
シモンが兄貴さんを信じたように、私もシモンを信じます。
Let's go.
興味が失せたわ。もういらん。
Oh.
Whoa.
He didn't get captured. Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh.
She got a little close.
That was
Little
very close. He's back! Bye.
Bye.
遅くなってごめん。俺分かったよ。ラガンも教えてくれた。俺分かったんだ。
私もよ。
Man, he is a new man. 180.
シモン、手をどけて。
え？
さあ。
え？あ、これだから。逃げは山だというんだ。しまった。
Whoa.
多少手順は狂ったが、このまま公開処刑へとなだれ込んでやる。どうだ現場のこの勇士。
He's playing a movie.
死んでいくお前たちの姿を
He's pulling a consomme right now.
ともなくさらすがいい。
だあ、このクソ野郎。お前の相手はこっちだ。
この現場にそんな雑魚が叶うかな。
Basketball.
She's a b-baller too.
He's a b-baller. Chomping his ass.
フェンが食べられちまう。ロチ、シモンさん、合体だ。はい。
Here we go.
It's about time.
It's about
dude.
time.
まさか
Let's go.
あのグレンラガンか。
Yes.
もういない。穴を掘るなら天をつく。墓穴掘っても掘り抜けて。突き抜けたなら俺の勝ち。
なんだ。
俺を誰だと思っている。俺は死
Everyone,
神なの兄貴じゃ
the
ない。
hope is back.
Leron's like, yep. I'm not. I'm me. I'm not Kamina. I'm me.
Yep.
Now the animation is popping off. Wow. Wow, that was amazing. Yup. Yup. That was him and Kamina's like final move.
Damn.
Let's go. Let's go. He's back. He is
I would say he's
reborn.
back and better than ever. That's what he's not just back. He's better than ever. Oh my god, again?
Bro, that's all they do. They stay retreating. Oh.
ね、シモン。私、連 れていってほしいところがあ
to
る
your
Oh.
quarters.
Open them up.
みんな私のように捨てられた
All
姫たち
prince.
です
You were right. You were right. But they're not clones, but you were right.
みんなを日の当たるところでちゃんとしてあげたいのです
Wow.
お
Hmm.
願いします
よし来たよっしゃ
私にとってお父様は世界のすべてでした。だから本当は最後まで信じたかったんです。お父様のことを。なぜ私たちは生まれてきたのでしょう。
ニア、これあげる。さっき掘ってる時に見つけたんだ。
綺麗。
よくわかんないけ
Cute.
ど、生まれとか姫とか関係なくて、今ここにこうしているニアがニアなんだ。だからニアはニアらしく生きればいい。俺も俺らしく生きるよ。
そうだなそれが大グレンダンだななリーダー
Yep.
やっぱり
At least he acknowledged
神
it.
が選んだ男なんだぜお前はよ
ちょっとそうだな、あらねえよな。
ありがとうございました。
都の位置は入力済みよ。あとはまっすぐ進むだけね。
That was a great episode.
Gurren loves to do that. To like in the first couple of minutes of the episode, you're like, "There's no way. There's no way he's coming back from this." And then at the end of the episode, it's like,
Yeah.
"Nope, he did."
It was
I
so
was expecting
funny.
it to be at the end of like 12
Me
or
too.
something, but just the pacing, it moves. We have to. I just can't keep expecting anything. I
It keeps
can't.
surprising us, and that's
I
what makes it
can't.
a great show. But we both, when we saw Simon, like at the end of the last episode, we thought, oh yeah, well, he'll probably have one more episode, well, where he'll be like kind of grieving, and then he'll get through it. He'll grow beyond it. And we saw him at the beginning of this episode. We're like, oh, the man has regressed, dude. He's in trouble. He's not coming back, dude. He's not coming back for 10 episodes.
Yeah.
But then he does pull through it. And you nailed it on the head. It's exactly what it is. The story that they both shared. From Simon's perspective, the same story, but from Simon's perspective and Kamina's perspective. And how to each other, they
needed each other.
needed each
it
other.
wasn't just Simon needed him. And Simon and then Kamina didn't need Simon. Like Kamina needed Simon. So like they both needed each other. It was equal. And Simon didn't think that it was equal, but it completely is equal.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love when series do that because yeah, you always you perceive yourself a certain way, but you never see others' perception of you, and that's like so important to like hear
Yeah.
and to feel because you could like think one way about yourself and someone else it's completely different.
Mhm.
And I think that like obviously he had to come to that realization on his own, and you know, good thing they were in a dirt sealed cage because I don't know how he would have gotten out of it if he didn't.
He got lucky.
He did get
Kamina
lucky.
said it himself.
To get lucky.
The kid is lucky.
Yeah, and Kamina was lucky too.
Kamina
Both
was
of 'em.
very lucky.
Yeah,
Very
well-
lucky. Love Kamina, but
No,
mean,
I said
guess
yeah, he wasn't.
at the very end he wasn't so lucky, but you know what I mean.
Lucky. But yeah,
But I love how, that is paralleled in the princess too. Like her seeing all of the other
Mhm.
princesses that have been abandoned and have died, like they're dead.
died in their sleep.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what that chamber did. They just keep them like eternal rest.
Well, no,
And-
I'm assuming, it keeps them asleep and it starves them and then they die.
Well, that's interesting because like so in the episode he said there's no need for the human what's the word? Consciousness, what is the word?
free will?
free will, yeah.
Or,
Human free will, free mind or
self-awareness. I think is what
self-awareness,
he
yes.
said.
Human self-awareness. So that leads me to again believe that the Spiral King is a human and he keeps having these princesses daughters and they're like half human or human too. So that's why there's so many discarded because all of them had those thoughts. All of them, because it's thousands of years. Like once they get to a point where they start asking questions, then he just discards them and has another one.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter to him because like why would he keep discarding the princesses? I mean,
And is it? I
it
don't-
would just be like what? I mean, I guess it's like okay, on to the next one.
Yeah,
but-
and how much of what the Beastmen say can we take at face value? Like, is he really just doing it on a whim, or is he really trying to make something? And these are all failed attempts, or is it just that because he is immortal, he goes through periods of time. He gets into a mood where he just wants a daughter. And then, like you said, as soon as they become self-aware, start asking questions, he's like, all right, well, I'm just going to cool off on the whole daughter thing for a bit. I'll have another one in a couple hundred years.
That's going to be interesting if he does. Like, if, like, that would be an interesting development for Nia if she were to confront another daughter of his.
Right,
and
that'd be crazy.
she is, like, the chosen one. He likes her. And she hasn't asked questions yet, or won't, or doesn't. And
interesting.
She's not, because I mean, I don't know, because I it makes me think like this is the first princess that like was released. I guess there was no one really there.
Yeah, no, like, she would have died. I mean, if Simon wouldn't have been there, she would have died.
But it's like, who has anyone else done that with any of the other princesses? Like,
maybe,
but maybe not. Maybe humans just now are like starting to fight back more and more and more.
It does seem like it was something that was rare, right?
Yeah.
And even when people did go to the surface, they were usually by themselves, and their chance of survival was pretty low. None of them had really, I don't think, ever. I think it's a very new idea that they're piloting gunmen. So even Kamina's quote unquote father, that is his father, that really was his father's bones. He didn't think of that. He just went up there on his own.
Yeah.
Which is why, as powerful or as capable as he was, he died.
Mm-hmm.
So even if another person did happen to let a princess out, they probably died.
For sure.
But I love that the message is paralleled in her, because she is not those other princesses. Just because she is a princess, just because she is the daughter of the Spiral King, it doesn't define her. She is who she is. And she doesn't need to know why she exists in this moment. She just needs to give herself that permission to exist and accept like herself for who she is in this moment. And Simon learned that lesson too. It all tied together so beautifully, and it had that epic moment, dude. It was so touching to see him be able to use that Giga drill move at the very end. The move that it was like him and Kamina's ultimate move, and to see him use it, it was just it was the perfect sort of like tying of the bow. It was the perfect like full circle moment. Like that really solidified. He is, and you said it again. You nailed it another time during the episode when you said he's back and he's better than ever, because he does feel better than ever, even when he did have Kamina there. And I do think that Kamina rubbed off on him. He is still Simon, and now he knows it's cool to be Simon, but you can become changed and be changed by others, and I think that's okay as long as you don't like lose yourself. But he is better than ever. He is not the same like timid, shy, or at least not in that moment. He was always not second guessing, but when Kamina was rushing into danger, he had a cooler head on his shoulders, but a lot of it I think was fear based at times. And he would say like, don't do this, or don't do this, or how are we going to get out of this, or how are we going to do that? None of that here. None of that. Like he was just all business. And that was really cool to see too. So yeah, incredible episode. Fantastic. We still have one more to go. Episode 12, Yoko, will you do me a favor? Did I read that one?
You got it right. You did it. You nailed it.
これは運命と戦い続ける男の物語。男は再び立ち上がった。
Like fighting through his tears. That was so crazy. Like, wow.
歴戦の勇士、不動のグアームともあろう者が人間などに手玉に取られるとは情けない。
大岩山は
まっすぐにこのテッペリンを目指しております。
これはアディーネに運が向いてきたな。
なんだと？
奴ら海に向かっている。
でっかい水たまり。話には聞いています。見
Kitties.
るのは初めてです。
海か。
It's good to see him with a smile on his face.
海の水ってのはしょっぺんだ。
This is like the beach episode or what?
Yoko, you wear one all the time.
Yoko, you have one on right now.
しょっぱいかどうか確かめられるよ。
みんなで泳ぐ。みんなで水着に。ということは。
何考えてんのよ。このスケベども。遊んでる暇なんかない。
それがそうでもないのよね。これが都の中心テッペリン宮殿。
なるほど。テッペリンに行くには
どうしてもこの海を越えていかなければならないのですね。
そうでも大グレンは地上用で海に
Oh, okay.
じゃあ一体こんなこともあろうかと水上仕様の装備を準備しておいたわ。でもちょっとまだ時間がかかるのよ。十分遊んでる暇があるってこと。
Beach episode.
Yep. Ay, ay, ay.
よし俺たちも水着だ。
Oh, they got butt ass naked.
行かないの？
太陽の下で泳ぐのか。それも楽しいかもね。
そうしょっぱいの。海は女の涙がたどり着く。
I love it.
That's more tasteful than her casual wear.
Oh, she's showing less
Yeah,
skin.
yeah.
それに見せるだけが色気じゃないでしょ。
She's
So
cute.
funny.
These fucking pervs.
このような服は着たことがないのですが、これでよろしいのでしょうか。
露出ってな高けりゃいいってもんじゃねえな。
Yoko can never win.
悔しい。
海といえばビーチバレ
She's gonna be strong as fuck.
ー。体を使った勝負なら私の方が。王宮でスポーツも一通り教えられておりましたから。顔に似合わせやるじゃない。なあなあ、次はスイカ割りしようぜ。
Oh, okay. This is a lot more wholesome than I thought it was gonna be.
Whoa.
The only watermelon smashing that came to mind that I've seen is when people put it between their thighs and crush it with their thighs.
That's very specific. That's a very specific thought.
はい皆さん注目。
It's pretty common.
それじゃあ会場での装備に
Not as common as you think.
まずは
Yeah, she's winning, dude.
しっかり溶け込んだわね。あの子いい子じゃない？男どもを取られたのが不満
そんなんじゃない。
でしょうね。泳いだ後はバーベキューだぜ。
Ooh.
That looked good.
陽子さんもどうぞ。
せっかくニアちゃんがあげた借りを。
Bro.
These guys are freaking annoying.
Yeah.
悪かったわね。いらないわよそんなの。陽子さん。
なんだあの態度。シャラのわかんねえやつだな。空気読めよな。空気。おおむね完成。とりあえずオッケー。
ああ、どんなもん？
ブリッジの中変わんねえじゃねえか。
I mean, it's a boat, right? It's a ship. Yeah. That's cool.
どう？すごい。じゃあ決めちゃってよ。よし。進路テッペリン。
They're on a cruise, dude.
They really are.
Oh, that's cool. Whoa, what the hell?
Oh, these are bad guys.
They're dolphin
Dolphins.
assassins.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
She's back.
They're back. Of course.
私はセールーンで出る。
お前は大眼界の指揮を取りな。
God
Chill.
damn. Bro, these dolphins are crazy.
なあちょっと待って。だから顔面の粘りはまだだってのに。ダメだ。早く。
How are they gonna get out of this one? It's gonna be Yoko.
第三環境大破。
What's happening to all their junk?
早く隔壁閉めて。
Wait, what happened? What just happened?
I don't know. I don't know.
このままではやられてしまう。こうなったらスペシャルにかけるしかないわね。水中戦争も可能だわ。
確認はしていませんが。
潜ってみりゃわかるぜ。
The only one that's waterproof.
問題ありません。さすが。
I love that he's in that
I know.
seat now.
例のやつか。
They're getting rocked.
我が艦は大岩山に向かいます。
存分に恨みをお晴らしください。大眼界。
足ひれをやられた。航行不能。
取りつかれました。
ダウントリムいっぱい。最大出力で先行せよ。
Oh shit, they're sinking them.
引きずり込まれる。
Oh, they're pulling them under.
シモンさん、大グレンガ。
みんなしまった。
私を前にしてよそ見こくほど余裕あんのかい。なめんじゃないよ。
That'd be so funny if the princess is the one that saves them.
所詮はつけや。
皆さん、落ち着いてください。大丈夫。きっとシモンが何とかしてくれます。どうしてそんなことが？なんとなくです。なんとなく？根拠はありません。ですが、シモンなら何とかしてくれる。私、そう思うんです。
どうする？仲間ともども水圧でぺしゃんこだよ。
俺たちはな、こんなところで何グズグズしてらんねんだよ。
Sheesh. A cyclone.
バカな。海の中でこの私が。
そうか、ドリルで水を。
グレンラガン急速接近。撃て撃て。
So sick. Oh, he went up Lebron's ass right now. He did it.
Holy shit. He's got, yeah, I don't know.
だったら破れかけた。お姫様にもう少し役に立ってもらうよ。
ニアを離せ。
撃ちます。
マチナビラル、せっかく人質取ったんだ。こいつらに同士撃ちさせてやる。いいかい？私の合図でグレンラガンをぶっ飛ばすんだよ。さもないと。
Now Yoko's gonna step in.
なんだい？そんなものはこのセールには効かないよ。それともこの姫を殺して人質をなくそうってのかい？
ヨーコ、おいヨーコ、早まるな。やめろヨーコ。
黙ってて。
Bro, like she's gonna shoot her? Like, come on now.
Yeah, come on. She would. She would. I mean, she would, right?
面白い。次はどこに当てるんだい？手かい？足かい？あんまり痛くするとお姫様がかわいそうだよ。
Is Damn.
Ooh, gave her a little haircut.
Her hair looks like clouds.
I
you
know.
So maybe, I don't know.
Oh, he always saves the day.
He really does, dude. What the hell?
人間どもはそれほどのバカか。
残念バカでした
Yoko's so fucking cool, too.
Ooh.
Damn, Simon.
しびる。すまない。
She really did have a relationship with that fool.
I guess she did. I guess she cared
She
a lot.
did.
But she did. It don't matter because she did.
Woo!
Oh, that's cool. Look at him. That's
Surfing.
so cool, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Is she out?
死んだか
Yep. But I knew this fool was alive. Looks so funny on
陽
land.
子さんお願いがあります何
Her hair.
髪切り揃えてほしいんですよって私こういうの得意じゃないのよ知らないからねどうなっても大丈夫ですまたなんとなくはいどうしてあの時目を閉じたの陽子さんはライフルの達人です私陽子さんを信じてましたから
Hell yeah.
なんかばっかみたいえいいのこっちのことはい終了
Cute.
しましたそうねどう
Very
ですか
cute.
いいんじゃない
You can't keep nothing to yourself on this ship. You cannot have a
Bro, it's
conversation.
like all
No,
men
literally.
And like 2 women.
No,
3
but
women.
no, but I mean in general. You can't keep nothing to yourself. It's actually insane. Every time someone has a conversation, we see it every time. Between like
Yeah.
Yoko, Nia, and Simon, 2 people were listening in. You can't.
It's a big ship, but it's a small ship.
They're always in. Everyone's like, damn.
They don't got TV. They don't got YouTube. They don't got Twitter. They got tea. They got drama.
T.
You know? Another amazing episode. I love that Yoko got her moment here. It was a beach episode, but it wasn't just a beach episode.
Mm-hmm.
The Scorpion general got wiped out. Kind of figured out that would happen.
Yeah.
But we knew that Viral is going to survive. And I think that that's going to continue to be the case. Like, he might end up being the final foe, the final person. I'm starting to think, like, instead of him joining them, because he's just getting angrier and angrier.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not getting...
Until something changes. I don't know.
I mean, maybe at the very, very, very end, there'll be a moment, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a situation where they just keep going through these generals and he somehow continues to survive, and then the final showdown will be with him. Especially since he was the one...
Spiral King.
Well, he'll maybe be right before the Spiral King. Or simultaneously, he'll be in that mix when the battle with the Spiral King happens. Point is, he ain't joining. He ain't switching sides. He might have a moment of hesitation in the final battle, but he's not fully joining. That's my new feeling. Yeah, she's out. Nia had a really, really cool moment too. She was stealing the show on the beach, but when it came down to business, Yoko was the one to get shit done. And that's what Nia does. I keep having these thoughts about Nia being something like more than just a human princess. She is strong. Like, we saw that when she was playing volleyball.
I would say she has just had training. That's what she said. She had, like, training to make them like a complete lady,
right.
I guess. So in sports and stuff, she is like more athletic than she looks. But when it comes to like fighting and stuff, she has no experience in that. There's no reason why she should have experience in that. So it does just come like it just does enter like the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Archetype, I guess, when things do happen, which I'm sure will continue to happen because she is the quote unquote like princess and they use her as collateral and all this stuff. But yeah, Yoko that's what she does. She shoots. So to show her, the last episode we had Simon with the drill. This episode we have Yoko. Like, they're like, Nia is like a new hope for them and like a mirror to like what they need to see in themselves in order to continue to move on with like confidence, just like Kamina. Like Kamina had confidence. These two didn't really they weren't really necessarily confident in their skills. They knew they could do them, but now I think like honing it and confidence and working on it, like they're going to like really start to shine.
Yeah, Nia really does bring it out of them. She brought it out of Simon. She brought it out of Yoko. And another reason that we love her. We know that they could do it. And I think that between Yoko and Simon, like Yoko was always the one who was a bit more confident, but she was rattled from this whole communist situation too. Like we said previously,
for sure,
she just was handling it all differently.
And I do really like how, again, this series is so special in so many ways, but I to take like quote unquote archetypes or things that happen in anime that we do see, like a beach episode, turning it on its head, and the whole like disdain that Yoko was feeling towards Nia, like it didn't last fucking half the series. You know, we see those characters that like there's always like like in this group setting, like they build it up for like, oh yeah, a girl's like jealous of all these guys giving her attention, and I don't think it was that necessarily. I think it was maybe a part of it, but I think more what Yoko was feeling like, damn, like I do a bunch of shit on this ship. Like I'm a really good sniper. I can shoot a shot. Like, but you guys don't see that. Like, you guys don't want to pay attention to that. Like, that's what I think she was feeling more. But in that, what I'm saying, like this episode, it was just tied up. It's done. They've resolved their issues and they can like move forward in being friends, because any other series it would have been like a contentious relationship throughout the whole series, them fighting between like who affection Simon is giving to. Like Yoko went about Simon, she'd never been about Simon. Okay, so like that's never been a thing. So I'm glad it didn't turn into like, oh, now that Kamina's gone, I'm gonna try to get to Simon. Like, no, that was not ever a thing. So I'm happy that's like not a happening in the series.
Yeah, this series is better than that. Like it just does it does so many things that
you'd expect that
you I mean, I
when
don't
it
know,
comes to anime
or unfortunately, I mean you do start to expect things like that. But I think that what's become more clear as we've continued to watch it is that this series has a story to tell. I always go back to that because I think that with so many other series,
that's the story.
They rely on those things to either like drag things out or to fit within this like formula for whatever reason.
Yeah, like we need a love triangle. Right.
They
and that's
feel like
in
they
so
have
many
to like
series.
check certain boxes, but this is it might and you said it perfectly with the beach episode. It might like pay its like respects and have these homages.
Which I love. I'm a fan of beach episodes.
I love a good beach episode.
I love a good beach episode. I love a good hot spring episode. We've gotten both. Okay.
Yeah.
Now all we need is a
even
school
hot spring
festival.
And I know we watched like the edited flashback, whatever, censored hot spring episode, but even that episode,
it was still fun.
It was so fun. It was
like
so
a
good.
Tip of the hat to these like tropes that we see in anime, but again, turning it completely on its head and like changing it and making it feel fresh and new. And again, I love seeing those episodes regularly. For an example, like that just happened in Horimiya, the new season. Not to bring up Horimiya, but I was like, oh, this is fun. I like this. But this is like, it's just a completely different feeling.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
And the expectations, like I said,
it's like naturally like happening too. It's not like
it's not forced. It's just kind of like, oh, this is the state of the show and this is what we're gonna do. But I again, like,
even, and this might be silly too, it might be very silly, but I just see things like this and I think like, wow, that's so cool. First of all, Kamina's death, and that's not the silly part, but that's not the silly part. Kamina's death was something that was bold, and it was a choice that I imagine like a studio would question and maybe push back on, because hey, you're gonna get rid of like this super popular character, like maybe think twice about that. Maybe just don't do that.
Marketing,
right?
It's like killing off Eren in the first like 8 episodes.
But similarly, and this is the silly part because it's so much smaller. But like that moment where Yoko shoots through, I always forget her name, Nia's hair, and then at the end of the episode, like gives her a haircut. I feel like sometimes shows are even afraid to do that because they're like, oh,
We like her with her long hair.
Well, yeah, now we gotta make figures with like long hair and short hair.
Yeah,
like,
I like
this
the
is for
changes.
The merch, like we gotta keep it consistent for the merchandise, you know?
I like the changes that are happening with like not only the, like you said, the character's appearance. Like that's such a bold move. Like you said, like of course, like there's going to be. I'm always when I first saw her, I was like, oh yeah, cosplay potential. Like obviously, like the hair and the contacts and everything. But yeah,
That
it would be such a choice.
sick-
It would be such a choice because I'm sure. I mean, maybe her hair will like maybe in the next episode she's like, oh, my hair grew back.
Or by the end of the series or something.
My hair grew back completely like it was
Maybe.
before because I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I'm fine with that. But like it's like a choice of like, you want to cosplay short hair Nia or long hair Nia?
Yeah.
You know, there's two sides.
It's just crazy because like sometimes when studios do that, they rob these shows of those moments. Like that was such a crazy moment when Nia closed her eyes, fully trusting Yoko, and for Yoko to still take that shot, trusting herself, right?
And,
to not hit her and shooting so close to her that it was going through her hair, like that close. Like that shit is fucking gangster.
I loved how they played on both sides. Like, you know, the watcher or like the person watching could be like, oh my gosh, like Nia's closing her eyes because she's accepting death. And then to find out later, she's like, no, I just like completely trusted you. And it's like, oh yeah, because that trust works on both ends. You can't just like trust someone and then they don't trust you.
Yeah.
So that like they built that together in that moment. And yeah, like I said, it's all wrapped up now. Like it's not going to be this whole drawn out battle between Yoko and Nia. Like they're going to work together and yeah, just be a unit because they're all a team. Like they have to be. There can't be someone like
and they're
holding them back.
And they're getting close to that fortress, that final destination, the headquarters. And we do see it once I saw it on the map. I mean, it's pretty obvious, I guess, but that they do show it in the OP. Like we do get to actually like see what it looks like, and I think we get to see it in the episodes too. But they're like when they showed the map, it looked like once they crossed the sea, like they were pretty close. So and now I'm starting to believe in their capabilities, like that they'll actually be able to do something when they get there. Like they're holding it down. They're going against generals. Like Simon has had some major growth. Like Yoko's had some major. Everybody's growing. They have the princess on their side too now. Someone who maybe knows the lay of that land.
Well, they're using like the beastmen, like, you know, obviously like the Spiral King, he's not taking this seriously.
No.
Now maybe a general's dead. He could maybe he's going to look at it maybe a little bit differently, but he's so stubborn.
Yeah.
And they're going to use their low expectations of like the human race.
Right.
In general, to their
the
advantage, they're gonna use it to their advantage when it comes to battle because they're gonna be like, oh, you guys can't fight, you guys can't do shit, like, you know, no. But there's already been a general that's been taken out, and also a general standing there that ran away.
Yeah.
So clearly,
yeah, and they have an
force
army,
to be reckoned
dude.
with.
They have an army,
Yes.
and they have a Leron. Okay, you don't have a Leron.
you wish
you had a Leron. But yeah, dude, I actually believe in them now. Before, when Kamina first said it, and it was just Simone, Yoko.
Simone.
And I think it, because in Spanish too, it's like Simone. It's like it's hard for me to like call him Simone. But when it was just the three of them,
yeah,
I was like, yo, you guys are fucking crazy. You guys are crazy and stupid, and I get it. Like, have confidence.
It's all about experience, right?
But now I believe in them.
Yeah,
like,
it boils down to experience and also confidence within themselves. Like, I didn't believe it because Kamina. Yeah, I also too. But Kamina was the only one that was like really, 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 really confident to the point where he's like, I just have to do this because if no one else is super confident, it's not going to work.
Right.
You always need like a leader, and whether they're faking it or not,
Yeah.
to the people, I guess. But Simon believes it, and he's different than Kamina because he's like really thinking before he acts too. I mean, he also has I forget his name, Forehead Boy at the bottom of it, and they're like kind of similar in that aspect where like he's really smart, so he'll like talk him through things and be like, are you sure you want to do this? Like they make a really good team. I wish Yoko was like somehow attached or something, but it's okay.
I had those hopes too when everybody was getting their own gunman, but she seems to thrive out in the open where she can kind of like,
I mean, she has her own like shit, but yeah. But anyway, amazing episode. I mean, again, just continues to.
It's also interesting because I think that this marks around the middle point, about the halfway point of the series. So it's also fitting that it's kind of like wrapping all of that up as we progress into this like second half. Again, it's moving. It's better than ever. Another 2 amazing episodes. That's going to do it for our reaction and discussion. Thank you, as always, for clicking on these videos. Thank you for watching these videos. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. That does greatly help us out. And it means the world to us. It gets our videos out there to more people. And it's something that you can do for absolutely free. And it's pretty low effort. But it means a lot. It goes a long way. If you would like to see the full uncut, uncensored versions of these reactions and all of our previous reactions, you can do that by becoming a Patreon member, which also helps us out so much by going to patreon.com/volume1pod, patreon.com/volume1pod, early access, uncut, uncensored reactions, entire backlog, exclusive access to certain things. If you want to learn more about it, you can check it out for yourself, but it does help us out. And really, it really does mean the world to us. So I'll say it one more time. Patreon.com/volume1pod. Thank you so much. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is...
Smash these melons.
Oh, I like that. Like, there's sometimes where you just come in and you just get it right away. Like, first thing.
Is this one of them?
No. Just kidding. Yeah, it is. It is. Smash these melons. Smash those melons. Smash these melons. Sound like you're saying smash these. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, God. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any and all ways that you show your support. And until next time, smash those melons! Smash them up.
Smash them up. Smash them up.
Smash those melons.
Smash them up. Smash them up.
Smash your own melons.
Smash them up.
Smash your own melons. Make a little blend, make a little puree. Make a little watermelon puree. Megan, where you going?